Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday and race day. Our T2.5 Zwift Handicap race, which is my favourite race on the schedule, and I've gone for a hillier route than normal. We're going up Box Hill and doing the the London Loop, I think it's called. Looking forward to that. Just popped over, had quite a busy day, I got quite a lot done. Just popped over for a Costa. It's just about getting dark now. Obviously the clock's changed this weekend as well, so it's going to be very, very dark, but I can still feel the ride in my legs from Sunday. I haven't been on the bike since. I mean, it's nothing bad. I wasn't hurting in any way, but I just didn't fancy jumping on in the following few days, and I can still now feel it slightly, but nothing too bad. But I got to pop back, finish the working day, jump on the bike, ready for the race. I have a bit of a cough, a chesty cough. We had a bit of a COVID scare. Someone my wife works with had a COVID test, positive COVID test on Friday, and she was with her all day. And she got invited forward to a PCR test this afternoon, yesterday afternoon. Came back this morning as clear, which is good. And because of my slight cough, I've been doing the test too, but I've come back as negative, so I guess it's okay at the moment. But yeah, gonna go back, finish the work day, get ready for the race. Well, I've literally just stepped on the bike, running a bit late, with only a few seconds to go, so no warm-up prep or anything, just changed my weight. Still the wrong side of 100 kilograms, despite being the handicap race. But we're about to head off on the London Loop up Box Hill. It'd be interesting to see what effect the weight changes have on the race up Box Hill. But I'm going to get my head down, try my best to try and stay with these guys from the off. Going to be honest though, I mentioned my cough, feeling not 100%, just gradually as the day's gone on. And that seems to be a general feeling I've had over the last few days, so obviously got a bit of a cold. As I mentioned, all the tests come back negative, so anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and get on with it. Come on. Okay, so we're 7 minutes in. I had to do a bit of an effort at the start to catch up with the front group, but it's definitely easier in these handicap races to stay with the group. You can normally I'm busting a gut to stay in with them, but I can slightly back off, and I mean only slightly, but it gives you that little bit of extra respite. Got up that first incline, still as a group, and then gonna head round and do the Box Hill climb. We've got D Gatsby, S Pie, M Pierce, C Finless and G Fat Bike, C Moore, P Crynor. I've missed a few others, I think, in this group. There's another great group with the next lot. John Bush was 20 seconds behind, and then N Corbin, C Shand, welcome to the group, dude, and S Green a bit further back. Oh, I wonder how this climb's going to go. Let's see. Here we go then, about to start the climb. Oh, really the incline there. It's definitely got that ride from Sunday still in my legs. Just going to try and settle into a pace and hopefully remain with these front runners by the time I get to the top. Let's see. So we're about halfway up. I had D Gatsby behind me for a while, but that last turn, I had to take a bit of a breather as John comes past, and now Craig. I just had to back off. I couldn't keep going at that pace. There's a good chunk of riders now about a minute ahead. Just need to get to the top. Putting out as much as I can. See, just make use of the weight benefit. Because on the way down I won't get any. Come on. So I caught D Gatsby at the very end of that hill. But I think I've kind of given everything to do that. I just need to try and stay with him and see Finlayson while trying to get my breath back somehow. Doesn't feel likely at the moment. We'll see what happens when we come over the top of the hill. Right, so I coasted pretty much all the way down there. So did D Gatsby, so I've managed to stay with him. We've now got those blooming elevators to go up, escalators, which is horrible. Oh. Under 2 kilometers to go, but I'm gone. Oh man. That climb out of the subway is a lot easier when you weigh a lot less. That's for sure. There go Seymour. 1.6 kilometers to go. I'm hoping everyone's suffering as much as I am. Over the line. Oh, just taking some time to recover. Wow. I'm surprised I had that in my legs. It's good that we finished on a slight uphill there, because I think I got a bit of benefit from it. The increased resistance and the lighter weight to what I'm used to. And it shot me ahead somehow of D Gatsby. Just about, and Seymour. Let's look from the top. Move my face up there. So, the winner, C Waring, 28.51, 2.7 watts per kilogram, and having a quick squeeze down there. A couple of 2.8s, but I'm sure people were pushing at the end. S Pie, 28.53, just 2 seconds behind. And then M Pierce,
a minute back, 29.57. 30 minutes dead, G Fat Bike. And then P Warren, 14 seconds behind in 5th. C Swan, 30.26. John Bushell in 30.34. Oh, let's instantly see that the hillier routes don't necessarily give that sprint finish that you get on the handicap races on the flat. Pete Coinor in 8th, 31.20, 7 seconds ahead of me, getting your own back on last week. And I loved your message when you came across the line saying you weren't last. So awesome racing, mate. 31.27 for me. Seymour just a second behind in 10th. And then D Gatsby 31.31. Just caught him on that last little bit. It was more luck than anything else. C Finlayson 31.34 in 12th. C Shand, welcome to the group, dude. 32.12 in 13th. And I saw some big numbers you were putting out on the hill climb there, so nice one. And then N Corbin 14th, 32.49. S Greaves 15th. A Evans in 16th. Again, just a second behind. So definitely, I quite enjoyed that. I felt the difference going up a proper hill. And I think the biggest difference I felt, which is different to what I would normally feel, was that the shorter hills, I was quicker up them. Obviously, carrying speed into them and a lower weight means, I guess, you coast up a little bit further. That climb, the escalator climb out, normally feels horrible, but I got up that relatively quickly, which wasn't too bad. That's the sort of thing that would normally spit me out the back, along with the longer, proper climbs. But I couldn't quite stay with the group. I was changing up and down between 2 gears. One gear I could put out a bit, catch up, and then I just had to lower the heart rate again, so drop down a gear. I sort of did that probably for the last sort of third of that climb. But I really did enjoy that. One thing there, though, as I definitely felt I put in, maybe not feeling 100% at the moment, so maybe that's it, but my watts per kilogram is still only 2.3. I'm wondering whether my FTP has gone down recently. I feel that maybe an FTP test needs to be done soon. I don't know. But awesome racing, everyone. Thoroughly enjoyable. I love the handicap races. But you know what I'm going to say now. I'm going to have a shower, have a dinner, and we'll wrap up in a bit.
It's Friday, and today I have the day off for 2 reasons. Number one, I thought I'd do a little bit of Christmas shopping, get it done early, knowing that there could be a backlog of deliveries and all sorts of stuff. But the main reason is the Packers played the early Thursday night game last night. 1:30 AM kickoff our time this morning, and I was planning on staying up, but I'm still not feeling 100%. I feel like I've got this cold that will not come out as a cold, but won't go away. I've got a bit of a cough in my chest, I can feel it. And towards the end of the day I start to feel a bit but so instead of watching it last night, I actually got up this morning and just watched it, and we won the game with an interception with the last minute of the game, so I'm going to take that. Moves us to 7-1, which is awesome. I am just about to head into town to start looking for the little one's Christmas present. I won't say what it is on here because I guess there's a chance she might watch this. She's watching YouTube quite a lot, so I don't want to give that away, but I'm going to go and do a little bit of shopping around, see if I can do it. But actually my wife works in town, so it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go and meet her for some lunch first, which I'm looking forward to. Lunch was awesome. It's really nice just to go and sit and have a chat with my wife for a little while. We don't actually get too long to sit with each other at any point in time, so it was a really good catch up, really good lunch as well. I went back to that place where I'll go with the little one, and I had the pancakes, so it was really good. But Christmas shopping, a success as well. I'm contributing myself to the death of the high street by finding what I wanted, looking at the queue, realising how busy it was, and then thinking I'm just going to order it on Amazon and it can arrive the next day. So that's exactly what I did. It was weird how busy it was. I guess it was because it was the Friday of half-term week, I don't know, or more people are off work because of it, obviously to spend with the kids. But it took me a long time to get into town, and town was just rammed. Bit of a strange. I thought I'd go through, find what I wanted, have a casual mooch around and get the bits and pieces, but it didn't feel like that at all. So at least we've got the main present for the little one sorted. So that's another thumbs up, because normally I don't get my presents done by this time, and I've already bought my wife's present as well for Christmas. So I don't know what's wrong with me this year, but I'm well ahead of the curve. So all good for that. Let's have a talk about the race. So, and I covered most of that off at the end of the race actually, but I really felt the difference being lighter, going up the shorter climbs. I thought I'd feel it a lot in longer climbs, but take the escalator climb out from London, from the hills back into London centre. I just coasted up it. It was really weird. It was almost like my momentum took me up, and I didn't have the extra weight, and I was still adjusting my weight to 100 kilograms. So it's not like it's a light rider, and there's nothing like a bit of motivation, is there, to know what it's going to feel like when the weight does come off. And I spoke to a couple of people afterwards, and they think it's a motivator because they have to put weight on, so it's a motivator not to put that weight on. But yeah, it was an interesting race. I felt like I'd put a lot of effort into it, but I wasn't that happy with my watts and watts per kilogram output. So maybe it's time for an FTP test. I've still got a bit of a chesty cough and stuff. Doesn't seem to want to go away. Maybe it's that. Maybe I've still got the 25 laps of the volcano in my legs. Who knows? But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I do love that race, and we only do it once a month, so I look forward to those ones. Getting some of the weight off without actually losing the weight is awesome. This week's rides, we have the Tuesday Trundle. This week is being run by Craig Finlayson. So make sure when you sign up on Spond or in the Google Forms link that you are following Craig, and he'll be able to send you an invite. Tuesday night's race is the Zwift organised race that we join once a month. It's the Zwift anti-sandbagging race, 6:30 UK time on Thursday evening, and then we do our bandy group ride on Saturday morning, 11 o'clock UK time. So sign up for those in the description below. You can sign up either via Spond or this week's Google Forms link, and then you'll be able to put your details in there and get an invite from me nearer the time. But yeah, fairly successful coming back to the bike. Whilst I feel like I need to do an FTP test, and probably my FTP isn't as high, I really did enjoy that race. It's awesome to get back on. I didn't really feel like riding after doing the 25 laps of the volcano. I just wanted a bit of a break from Zwift and the bike. So really good to get back on. I'm looking forward to the weekend rides this weekend and getting back into the full swing of normal rides from next week. Maybe, if the legs feel up to it, doing an FTP test at some point. But that's the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, do hit like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.